السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، كيفكم شباب وصبايا؟ قلت لكم واحدة من أقوى المباريات اللي صارت في بطولة RLCS للميجر تبع فصل الربيع بين فريقنا العربي رول 1 الفريق الثاني اللي هو كومبلكسيتي. المباريات كانت نار. حتى تشوف النتيجة تابع الفيديو للآخر، ولا تنسى تتابعنا وتضغط على لايك وسبسكرايب، خلي عيلتنا تكبر. فوتوا على المباراة مباشرة، يلا.
Crew, they've taken down power from OCE, but guess what? Boston, buckle up! It's go time!
Let's go, baby. Rule 1. What a story so far. Making it to the crowd. Top 8 and almost kicking it off the bat in style.
And Clears, he has been the top scorer so far in this event, scoring most of the goals for Rule 1. Already an early chance. Rule 1, though, had such a slow start. They were shut out back-to-back games against Power before they started to battle back.
Yeah, the pressure was on them, though, in that game.
All alone, taking it airborne, scoping out the defense, getting the demo. But Mawson there actually had to adjust his speed because Rawasa got bumped back into that ball. Great awareness there and excellent execution.
I love that counter-attack as well from Rule 1. A lot of composure. They were in trouble in defense. Complexity was surging forward, but just in the blink of an eye, they worked it down the other end. A great go-ahead play as well. What about Raceball over to CRR? Shot does go wide. AJG keeping the ball in for Complexity. They're trying to get that quick response. But again, it's Rule 1 on the counter.
Rule 1 almost having flashbacks to the drops goal. That pass down, but fortunately for Rule 1, able to defend it this go-around. Now a block. Clears off the backboard, will get a nice read and will go for a 50, but the pass finds its way over. No, it doesn't, it's cut off. Great
Here we
speed,
go.
But AJG
Here we go.
Going for the backboard. Didn't make contact on the double tap. And that's gonna slow things down a bit. But still, we see Complexity upfield.
Clear's working it out as well. They're so good at these counter-attacks. Demo's coming through. He's got a flip race then. AJG has to work. Roll off the backboard. Couldn't get it, Boston. Double touch. CRR clears it to the side. Rule 1 are just looking deadly in this offense.
What? Oh, it's a pin! And it's saved! Rawas! The party pooper there! Getting in front of that one. That pitch looked good enough.
Oh, it was almost there, but another shot on net. Off the post. Reinforcements arrive. The cavalry arrives here for Rule 1. The demo's coming through. Clears. Temporary 3v2 here. Rule 1 trying to work out that counter-attack. It worked early in the game. Complexity pushing forward, but a huge clear on AJG. Has to do well, and does.
The mid boost stolen away from Raceball as well. Has been picking up small pads, though. We'll see what Clears does. Down to a dribble. CRR bailing Raceball out. Rule 1 have had a much more effective attack compared to their series against Power yesterday. You see a double tap threat there. Now Raceball back down to the ground into a dribble. Low 50. Snacks the corner. Stealing pass. AJG up. And he's beat to the ball. The net was vulnerable. But fortunately for Complexity, that long clear going into the corner.
Man, the mechanics are still getting warm here for Complexity. Another great counter. Roas is back. Going to be able to deal with this one as well. Rule 1 seemingly looking a little bit more composed at the moment. Great infield pass. AJG's off the bar. Moss has to make the touch and does. Another opportunity. Can Raceball get in there? Again, Rule 1 holding on.
And that was a demo from behind. It put AJG on respawn and prevented any rebound goal opportunities. And that was really when Rule 1 had such good success against Power, is when they started utilizing those demos already against Complexity. Rule 1 making the demos work, but we see CRR take out Clears. Will that have an effect? No. Clears is able to get right back in there.
Yeah, the demos were huge yesterday for Complexity against NIP. And again here, they're getting to work. Raceball, can the ball do it off the bar? Is there another shot on net? There it is. Complexity get the equalizer.
At AJG, it wasn't a scorcher, but I think he knows better than anyone. It's placement that matters. Getting that one weaved around Mawson, and Complexity tie it up.
Ever since Rule 1 got that first goal, it felt like Complexity were building that momentum. They started to work in the physical plays, the bumps, and they get that reward for effort. Now can Rule 1 work it off the kickoff? Clears AJG dealing with it so far. Raise ball, complexity are just growing in confidence here in the first game. CRR tries to work a play out, but Mawson's there in the midfield. Rule 1 have to work out this offense. They have to build some pressure.
We've already seen the play with Rawas, and even before, there was a one just after that. They've been having a lot of success taking it airborne and going for that air bump. Complexity starting to figure things out. CRR getting creative. Kicks the ball straight up in front of net. Raised ball off the ceiling. We'll leave that for AJG. Another ball off the ceiling is going to make this one tough here for CRR. He's trying to control it. Does so well here. Maybe gets a flip reset. Will push it past the defense. But now it's on the other end. AJG's bumped off the ball. It is. Getting it there in time. Clears. No! Denied! That ball rolling up the wall. Saved Complexity.
Oh, just the worst possible situation on that open net. They just couldn't quite get it to work. Rule 1, they would have felt like that should have been a goal. Clears. Can he again make it happen here? Raisbull does get a good 50 here. 25 seconds on the clock. Are we going to get OT in game number 1?
It's looking like it, unless Raisbull can do something here. There's a demo on the back wall. CRR has AJG in support. AJG, the only 18 boost, was looking for the mid boost, now running on small pads. Will dive in. Clears getting demoed, but Clears did get a piece of it. Molson off the bar! AJG tipping it to safety! Still in the air.
Still up.
Takes out
Still up.
AJG! Oh my!
Well, if this spring major doesn't have something special about it, I don't know what it is. Complexity, game 1, 0-second goal. Rule 1, V1 are off to the World Championships. T-Bates is shaking in his boots over there. He wants to see V1 at Worlds, but well, Rule 1, they want to spoil the party. They want to stand twisted minds over there.
Complexity. They had to deal with adversity already in this event. That Game 5 overtime fiasco against Team Vitality, where people said, you know, Complexity shoulda, coulda, woulda won that. But now they have to make up for it in the lower bracket, and AJG was the superstar in Game 1 to get him that first win, but there's more to go. Rule 1 showed their determination yesterday against Power, going down 2-0, having to reverse sweep, and they did so.
That's so important for their mindset as well. What can Roas do off the ceiling? Just got to throw it on net. Raceball, huge save off the post. Boston now trying to keep it in for Rule 1. They want another chance. Roas, he's up fast. He's going for the reset, but AJG on the backboard. Just so much respect for these sides. There's another shot on net. Raceball, you're kidding. Saves another one. AJG again. Complexity holding on.
Raisbull keeping that one out by the tip of the horn. Clears, though, will have another shot, and it's upper 90. We saw a play like this from him on the top 10. Clears is a sniper.
Finds the top slot. AJG pre-jumping, but sometimes you just can't cover that top left corner. Off the post as well. Rule 1. They did get that first goal on the board in game 1. They want to help. They want to hold the lead here. We know what Complexity can do. They can always come back into these games.
They do have that comeback potential and mental fortitude. They'll be tested once more. Rule 1, can they hold on to the lead this time? Clears stopping that at the midfield. Raisbull tries to collect it, but Clears back to the ball. A small pad, a flick, a bump. Doesn't matter. Clears was continuing to go on, but now it's CRR's turn. That one slips off his hood. AJG moves in.
Good to see a little bit of offense here coming out from Rule 1. This is Complexity's turn, however. CRR, that's a great touch. Is there a follow-up? Roas, huge clear down the other end.
Whoa.
And maybe an open net. AJG just scrambling back in time. Rule 1 making the most of these counter-attacks. They're so happy to sit deep in net and work it up the other end, try and catch Complexity out.
But you can see, AJG was at his own back corner at the mid and at the opposing corner. None of the 100 boost pads were there for him.
Almost open again here. AJG has to cut rotation to grade 50. Rule 1, they're looking comfortable here in offense, but Complexity, as they do, they always find a way to get out. Clears with boost over the top. AJG turns, tries to help out the defense. Rule 1, a little bit of a double commit, but it's going to work out. Still on offense here, still with the boost management, the boost usage. CRR with a great 50. Clears has to back in time.
Clears will have some space and boost to work with, but he gets dunked on. That actually could have been disastrous. Still might be. AJG on 0 again. He has been running on fumes this entire game. Had he had a little bit of boost there, would have been able to get around it, but even on that dunk, that was almost enough to tie it up for Complexity.
Complexity just not really respecting the fact that could be we've got race with the Andrew. Let's get the dunk, it's open. Is there anyone there? Is AJG gonna come in? Rule 1, count their lucky stars. And maybe they can make something work. Down the other end here, Moston circling. Raisbull does get the clear. It's a bit of a midfield fight at the moment. CRR throws it across, it's on target, just wide however. Now Clears down the other end. He doesn't have any boost to work with. Complexity are getting control. This is what we saw in game number 1, James. Complexity, they just find a way back in.
They do. And now CRR finds boost, but he's being pressured. There's a demo. Another demo by Rawaz, who takes out 2. Mawson flicking around 1. CRR will be able to clear this one out. But another demo. Mawson and Rule 1 are on a demo spree.
Great touch as well from CRR, though. He's going for the bump. He's going for the handoff. Shot on net. The ball goes bang.
And we've seen this play multiple times now. Even Rawaz, you can see him trying to make adjustments in the air. But CRR had perfect vision, knew how to read the play, generating that shooting chance for Complexity, who have had multiple chances. Now they finally tie it up. And this is the same script from game 1. Rule 1 had the lead. Complexity tied it back up. They managed to score in 0 seconds. We'll see if Rule 1 can flip the script this go around.
Yeah, they'll want a goal probably just to ease the nerves. As you said, they'll be thinking about the demons of game number 1 here as CRR does get the clear. Great link up with AJG. It's got to find Raisbull, the hero, the ball. What can he do? Robust pre-jump. Great touch as well. Can he get a second dunk? Forces a wide touch from AJG. That's great play from Rule 1. There's, again, just so deep in net, but looking for the counter, looking for that chance to push forward.
Boston will have to turn. AJG. Double tap, going for a 50, perhaps, no. Clears. And with a nice pinch, this is going to shoot it back for CRR, making it a bit awkward. Reads the bounce, dodges the bump, gets the boost. Excellent work from CRR, but now needs support, finds it in AJG. AJG up to CRR. CRR off the backboard. Race ball going high. AJG will need to take the shot, but he didn't want to overcommit, and the attack fizzles out.
Again, it's Rule 1 just hanging in there, though, at the end of the game. Boston does get a bit of space. Doesn't have any boost to work with. Can it be Rule 1 this time? Is CRR shot on net? Another shot, follow up! It's Boston!
Tit for tat! A 0-second goal in game 1 for Complexity now. One with only 6 seconds on the clock for Mawson and Rule 1. We'll see if there's any kickoff strats in the playbook for Complexity.
Here we go, what they got here. It is a 50, it's a win to AJG. Surely not again, Mawson, great 50. CRR trying to push forward, but that ball will hit the ground. And Rule 1 will tie up this best of 7.
Out there with the way they've been playing.
Here we go.
See if Complexity can now have an answer. They have not managed to score first yet. Rawaz has been a menace with those demos. And there's an early goal. How does this one sneak through? It looked like there was a lead block attempt, but AJG finding a way to thread the needle.
It's CRR again. He was an absolute menace against NIP, and he cuts through front post, knocks the defender out of the way, and a goal out of nothing.
Well done by CRR. We see Complexity getting aggressive, finally managing to score first, and it's a quick one. There's another demo off ball by Mawson.
Right pass.
Rawaz looking for Mawson after the demo. And now another demo. Clears taking out AJG.
It's absolute pandemonium here, an absolute demolition derby. Raisbull, what can he do? What goes off the post? That's a great pass. Saved out. Complexity out of nowhere. Found another chance almost out of nothing. CR pushing forward. Rule 1 look for the counter. Here's the demo, some physicality. Rule 1 say, we'll match you. If you want to be physical, we'll take it right up to these boys.
Oh, and you can see Mawson even going all the way down, stealing boost, going for bumps, landing demos. Well, we'll have to stop this shot. You can see him flip into it, trying to get there before Raisbull kicks off the ceiling. CRR with a bit of space, flip reset, broken up by Mawson. Rebound out to Raisbull, who pops it for AJG, and Mawson
it's open.
Tip it away.
It's open.
There's the demo, and there's the goal.
Clears again. Rule 1 counter-attack, rinse and repeat. You know they got to do it to you every single day of the week. CRR couldn't get back in time. The demo to secure the open net counter-attack. And Rule 1 this time of the team to level it up.
And you're seeing the effect that the demos are having. Mawson stealing the boost in the corners so that even after the demos, when they respawn, they can't get boosted up. That really throws off the rotations for the opposing team. And you can tell Rule 1 has come into this series with a plan.
The thing with Rule 1 as well, they always just, they look a little bit awkward in defense. So if you're Complexity, you do overcommit a touch, just thinking that, well, they're all out of position right now. They're all in the same spot, but the communication, the synergy from this team gets them out of trouble every single time. And they're going to have to do it again here as Complexity getting a free pass infield, raise ball, but a great speed there from Roas. He's got a one-on-one. He loves this situation. We know what he can do in that format.
And that was a good jump by CRR to shut down the play early. Now raise ball! Raise ball! What? I thought that was in! Mawson clearing it off the goal line. Through the smoke of the demo. It looked like it was going in before, then after the smoke, it was out.
Oh, Rule 1, they are so good at defending right now. It's again halfway through game number 3 here. Rule 1 pushing forward. AJG's been bumped off it. Clears going off the sidewall. Can he get one more? He does. This could be his chance, but CRR's ready. Rule 1 keeping the ball in, keeping the boost, and still outpacing Complexity to the ball.
Man, that was a nice beat. Rule 1 looking so much more comfortable, finding each other in these tight spaces, working together both defensively and on the offensive side of the ball. See if that confidence continues to work out. There was a shot knocked aside by Razebull. Razebull trying to pinch that through. Clear slowing it down. Razebull receives the pass, but you can see zero boost in the tank.
Now we're seeing a little bit of few holes right now in Lexi's defense. It's a one-on-one again. Roas, he goes to the fake, he goes to 50. Razebull clears it out. It's off the post. Rule 1 again, almost another chance. Complexity. They're looking like the team is trying to one-on-one again. Boston 50 straight away. Razebull instant challenge, had to go. And he manned up there.
And that is a smart way to play. Try to shut down the opportunity as fast as possible. Now on the other end, Complexity are robbed.
Oh, Rule 1 just fighting for their lives right now in defense. AJG, it's a great pass across for 2 players here from Rule 1 ready. Complexity keeping the ball in. The low 50s coming in clutch for this meter team. It's another shot on net. Lost off the most. Another follow-up. AJG flip reset. What can he do? Clears. Rule 1 have no boost. They've got nothing to work with. But they're holding on.
Neither does Complexity. And there's the shot! Off the elbow and out. Rebound goes in. Rule 1. It's been a war zone out there, but they find a way to finally break through the defensive lines of Complexity.
The underdogs taking it right up to this team right now. And Rule 1, what a defensive masterclass this has been in game number 3. And maybe off the kickoff again, Mossad goes to 50. Still in dangerous territory here for Complexity. Razebull trying to work the ball out, but the aggression, the confidence, this is what we saw from Rule 1 in the Power Series. When they started that reverse sweep, they are just a snowball that just keeps building bigger and bigger.
And there's a fake. Clears, trying to get that opportunity for Mawson. Another fragile 1-goal lead for Rule 1. AJG's in reverse. This is awkward, gets help from Razebull. Razebull bumps CRR from behind. Complexity clearly not on the same page. They have been uncomfortable with the low boost situation they've been forced into by Rule 1.
Oh, great pass though to Razebull. Is this it? Roas just gets back in time. 20 seconds left. Complexity need to throw everything. Throw the kitchen sink at this offense. CRR, he's going off the backboard, blocked out by Roas. Is it going to be Rule 1 taking the lead in this series and moving on to match point?
It's looking like it, unless we see more magic from Complexity. We saw 1 0-second goal already, and it looks like it will require another.
Still up. Not again. Not again, James. Over to Razebull. Pre-shot play. Double touch. Can he put it on target? Clears the ball. Rule 1, match point.
Oh, the pre-jump play at 0 seconds.
Right now, Rule 1, all the momentum on match point. Off to Utopia. Can they get it done?
The desk heavily favoring Complexity. Turtle, I believe, the only one to have faith in Rule 1, along with the chat. Complexity, they managed to score first last game. That didn't really matter. Still took the L. Now we see CRR jumping early, getting a backboard pass to Razebull. Razebull swerving around, gets a bump, Chaotic defense here for Rule 1. We'll see if Complexity can exploit it.
Sierra gets a touch across Raceball's pre-jump. He's thrown it on net. Gets the first on the board. Complexity backs against the wall, stepping up.
And these are the pre-jumps that we have seen in the past. We saw it in San Diego from Complexity, and we're seeing it again here in Boston.
Look at the confidence from Raceball as well. The trust, the pre-jump back post, catching Rule 1 out, getting that all-important first goal and the kick-off advantage as well. Mawson's a little awkward. Does fake it out right now. Robust in trouble, but seemingly Rule 1, when they're in trouble, that's when they're most confident right now. They love the counter-attack. They love to be under threat, under a barrage from the opposition. Roas lands on the touch and gets the beat as well. There's not much midfield game right now from Complexity. Calise throws it across the pass now. Back to him, couldn't quite find the target. Goes central, is there anyone here? No, Mawson backs it up. It's almost like they love being in defense, James.
I mean, they haven't really had to play too much of it, but they have, when they are, they're buckling up quite nicely, blocking the shots. But the thing I've been most impressed with Rule 1 is when they break out, the chokehold that they can get on Complexity.
Roas now sending this down the line, a great beat out, but there it is, the third man from Complexity pushing forward. They want the offense, they want another one. Chain dashes, can't quite get the bump. Complexity now backing off. Can Roas get to work? It's over the top of Raceball. It's on the backboard. AJG triple commit. But they had to work it out there, Complexity. And now a counter-attack down the other end. CRR pops it over into the corner. Tries to fake out Calise. He's ready for it. And this is where Rule 1 seemingly just set up and try and catch Complexity overcommitting.
You got the twins both in close range working together. Like you said before, it looks like they're out of position. It looks like they're mixed up, but the communication from Rule 1 has been on point. Everyone on the same page. Now they're gonna have to break out more of this offense. Raceball, the flip reset, broken up by Colliers, sent to the other side. Mawson demoed, CRR lobbing one towards net. It was a little wide. That allows Roas to move upfield, gets a demo as well. Colliers with tons of boost, taking it back down. The drop pass, the shot, CRR!
There it is, another one!
Again, CRR, back-to-back saves!
Where did he come from? Back post now, it's a counter-attack to Raceball, but he's got to back off, he's got to buy his time. Calise goes low, Raceball lands again. Rule 1 pushing forward, CRR again. Padding the stats, I don't mind it. Mawson, Rule 1, another shot, it's so far wide. Rule 1 getting a little bit desperate here. They've got a lot of time left. They're still going to have plenty of chances here, but they need to get to work.
They finally get some boost. CRR trying to power that pass. Mawson doesn't get the double to win off the ceiling. Raceball, it's in an awkward position, gets bumped on the return through the smoke. We couldn't see what happened, but you're seeing how much pressure Complexity's on. Another demo in the air, another shot, and another save for Complexity. Though it was the straw that broke the camel's back.
CRR doing everything to keep this ball out of net. Almost another double save. But in the end, could not get it to work. No boost. He was all out, had nothing left in the tank, literally, physically. And Rule 1 get the equaliser. They want to move on here. Keep that world spot for Mina alive. That other main event spot, another shot on net. Version 1 watching at home, starting to get a little nervous. If they could win this, who knows what they can do.
Rule 1 looked like a completely different team compared to yesterday. The confidence, the speed, the domination and the boost and demo game, but now a chance for Complexity. A fake from Raceball. Gets back down underneath, but now it's a numbers advantage for Rule 1. AJG trying to slow this down. The shot from CRR, rebound out to Raceball. Raceball went straight for net. It was a double commit, but it was good enough. Roas getting the block.
Oh, that's a great 50 straight on net. CRR again has been a defensive beast. But Rule 1, they want one more. They've got the momentum so far. CRR and AJG so awkward. Calise jumps in. There's a huge bump. AJG has to cut rotation. Grabs the corner boost and gets Complexity out of defense now. What's their counter-attack going to look like? Calise with a great 50.
Come on.
Raceball throwing the shot on net. Roas rotates back. Rule 1 straight down the other end. Great 50 as well. This could be a shot coming through. Roas, has he got a friend in the middle? You betcha! It's Boston!
The boost starve works out once more. You can see AJG desperately go to the corner when he was needed in net. Raceball wasn't able to get wide enough, and Rule 1 take the lead with a matter of seconds left. This would be an upset over complexity.
Top 6 on the line. Rule 1 want to take it with both hands right now. Mostyn a great pre-jump CRR that caught him out. Can Rule 1 put the nail in the coffin? Is it going to be Kalias? Goes high, Roaz. He's there. He buries it. Oh, it's wide. Another counter attack. 9 seconds. The air dribble bump. Can Kalias help out? You betcha. Raceball's there. Everyone from complexity throwing everything at him. With that.